Welcome to the Museum of Aquarium and Pet History, where we're going to do yet another 5-minute box opening. So we have one that came from an auction house all the way in Maine, clear across the country. And this particular one, I know what's in it. And I just want to say that there could be some items in it that are go-withs. And a go-with is when you see an item at auction that you really like and you just fall in love with, you have to have it. But there's other items that go with it that you don't really care about. So this might have a few of those items as well. Hopefully I can get these open quick enough to show you. Now see, look at this. The auction house used large bubble wrap. My God. Bless their hearts. And you don't need a ton of large bubble wrap to package something correctly. I am truly amazed. I should send them a gift card or something for how wonderful they are. So look how fast I got this open. That's just amazing. I really thought it was going to take forever because it's like 4 different little items. So now this came out of an estate, and probably they got this in Europe. Now it's very fragile. It's made of tin. And you're probably wondering, well, what is it? It's not an aquarium. More than likely, this was a frog house. Believe it or not, in Germany, they sold these little containers, and they put a ladder in them, and they put a tree frog in them, and they would call them frog houses. Or I think in German, it's Froggenhauser or something like that. Froggenhauser? I'm not sure. But that's what they were used for. And I have quite a few catalogs from Germany that show these little frog houses. I thought it was so interesting. This one's painted white. It has a gold stripe and has gold inlay stripes on the feet. It's all made of tin, the whole thing. I do not believe that's made in the United States. I think that is definitely made in Germany, because I don't know of any American manufacturer that made frog houses. But they loved them over in Europe. They were wildly popular for a long, long time. This is really interesting. It's got a little thing where it closes the top. It's got a hole. It's got holes here for air. So this was probably like a little thing for a bug, for like a cricket, a lucky cricket. So this probably was a little cricket house. And in the auction, that's a go-with item, but I couldn't see it very well. It was not a very good picture, but now I'm kind of excited. I didn't know. That actually looks really old. Again, look how wonderful this large bubble wrap is. It just works. And another frog house. Legs are a little bit bent. Again, it's made of tin, green with a little gold stripe. Has a little fence going around it here at the top. I don't know what that is. That is nothing. Has some of the moss that they used in the original day, probably. Has a little, there's a little bug. That's a little ladybug. Somebody finally didn't put frogs in it. They wanted to put fake ladybugs in it. So, but the ladybug should go in here, really. All right. It's crazy. I didn't know there were so many little things in here. All right, a couple more items. Wow. Look at this. This looks like it would have been a trap. I think. That looks like a trap. It's really well made. And it's got a little thing where you can operate the little door here. But I don't see how it's spring-loaded. So that will require a little more research, but that looks like it's possibly a trap for a mouse. Little mouse trap. That is a wooden mushroom. Very well made. Pretty cool. That reminds me of those Danish monkeys. When I was a kid, there was a company in Denmark, and they imported these monkeys, and they were wildly popular. This is in the 60s. And they were made out of wood, but it was polished like that. It was really beautiful. Here's like another one. Oh, made in Germany. How funny. And it's got a little snail. It's got a pine cone, so little pine tree seeds. And I don't know what that is. So it looks like most of this stuff, that doesn't say, but that says Germany on it. That's why when I said Europe, I'm pretty sure these are German. And if this came from an estate of someone from Germany, it's very possible that's been in their family forever. And that was their little frog houses when they were kids. Because kids love to, I mean, we're talking the 1800s. They loved to go out and catch frogs. And they would just put a little wood ladder in there, and the frog would hang out on the ladder during the day. This I saw in the auction, and I have no idea. I have no idea. This raises up, and that hangs. And there's a little thing right there. I'm not sure. Is it a 2-story insect house? You have a spot you can put the insects in, at least in the top one. I don't know about the bottom one. Oh, you're probably right here. But if you know what this is, let me know. That's pretty interesting. 2 more. Ooh, another little insect house with a door. And I'm not sure how to open that door. It's not wanting to cooperate, but it looks like a Zoom Ed tortoise house, miniaturized. And one more item, and then this is just a very, very old metal can with a screen top, and this would have been little kids went out there to collect bugs for their little bug houses, or maybe a tree frog they'd put in here for their little tree frog house. So that is one of the original little containers. That's got to be over 100 years old. All of these are very old. Well, at least this one, and these 3 are incredibly old. But that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to do a little more research and see if I could find the manufacturer of those. But I definitely know those are German, and those are frog houses. Okay, so now you've seen it all. You've seen frog houses. So that's it. Have a wonderful week. See you next time.